And welcome back to part 5 of What if Vegeta went to Earth instead of Goku, or Dragon Ball Z Sai. So, last time on the Dragon Ball Z What If Vegeta had gone to Earth instead of Goku Dragon Ball Z Sai? The Z Fighters had just defeated the dastardly Frieza, albeit by the skin of their teeth. Then, a mysterious man, bearing a striking resemblance to Vegeta's young son Gohan, emerged, asking where to find a mysterious person named Goku. So yeah, that's where we left off, with Trunks basically arriving to the future to tell them about Goku, about the androids, only to find that Goku isn't around on Earth in this world, in this timeline. And when, he presses the issue, it's just like, he says, well, you might know him, you might know him as Kakarot. Well, Kakarot, that is a Saiyan name, but I don't know anyone by that name. Well, what do you mean? It's like, what do you mean? Trunks right now is just trying to process what's going on. It's like, I know I got the right timeline. I also realized, by the way, I can do a pretty decent Trunks if I want to try. I know I got the right timeline. But Mom, Dad, because at this point, it's like, Trunks, because they made mention, Vegeta made mention that he looks like his son. So it's like, and that means he's already married to Bulma, so he can address them as Mom and Dad because they've already had him. It's not going to affect whether or not he exists or not, and it still doesn't because multiverse theory's a bitch. But it's like, Mom, Dad, look, see, this is what happened, and this and this and this, and he kind of explains that. Yeah, that's a good theory, son. Except our son's name is Gohan. I named him after the man who took me in as a boy. He was a good man. A good man and a great martial artist. I learned a great deal from him. But you, Trunks, I mean, who would name their kid Trunks? And even Bulma's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't really like that name very much. I just think it'd be funny if Bulma, the one who named Trunks, just thinks, oh, that's a stupid name. So they explain the android. He explains the whole android thing. And that Jiro basically survived and created the androids to kill Goku. If Jiro is still around this time, he's going to create the androids to kill Vegeta, and they're probably going to be scaled up even stronger. The androids in this version would be leagues stronger than the androids we got in the original version. And I don't mean Trunks' timeline. I do mean the original version of the movie, of the show. From, when they fought. You know exactly what I mean. The 18 and 17 we get in the overall story would be weaker than the ones we get here because it was Vegeta who was the one who beat the Red Ribbon Army, who was league stronger than Goku at the same age. So they're going to be scaled up to Vegeta, and therefore they're going to be even stronger by a large degree. And Trunks even said, well, then you're going to need all that. We got to find Goku. We got to find Goku. I mean, he's here. And then Vegeta's just thinking, well, if what you say is true, there's a way we could go find him. Then they all take a trip off to the lookout, and he even says, Kami, have you been listening to this? I have indeed, Mr. Popo. Not Mr. Popo, I have indeed, Vegeta. Everyone meet me on the lookout. We'll find this Goku. And then basically they go to lookout. They have the Dragon Ball set up. But first and foremost, Kami's been talking to King Kai. King Kai, have you heard anything of another Saiyan in the universe? Well, the Saiyans are near extinct race. However, their energy is unique enough that if I focus, I should be able to locate a couple that remain. Now let's see here. I sense two. That must be I sense two very large energies heading in this section over here. But I think those might be that Nappa and Raditz you let go a while back. Makes sense. Actually, no, wait. Nappa. Oh no, I wanted to be sure they were still on Earth or not, but no, they're not. They after some hardcore training, thanks to Vegeta, they went off and are currently wrecking the shit with the rest of the Frieza Force. Frieza Force. Why did I say it like that? Why did I say it like a little Jersey accent? With the Frieza Force, you see. Yo, I'm Lord Frieza. What you gonna do about it, huh? They're currently wiping out a lot of the Frieza Force. Granted, King Cold's still out there, so let's not discount that he may show up in later parts of the story. But then he said, let's see here. According to you, this Goku would have probably been on his own without another person. I'm sensing two Saiyan energies on Vampa, possibly two survivors as well. One's very unruly though, and the other seems to be on the weaker side. Stronger than Nappa was when he showed up, but not quite in the same league as the other one. And then, but I'm picking up one other power level over here on what appears to be the planet Yardrat. That's it. This must. If I were to if I were to put my money on it, this would be this Goku you're looking for. So they asked the dragon to basically send Goku to bring Goku to there. So it's like, your wish is granted, and then and it's like, okay, where is he? And it's like, where am I? They turn around and they see an individual with spiky hair, black hair, dressed in Yardratian. Basically, Goku when he came back from his training on Yard Day looks exactly like that. Now, how strong? First off, Goku's personality I do think is akin to the same personality you get, albeit he's never been married or anything like that because there's no human, or retract. Okay, there's no female individual I think on planet Yardrat that would be someone he would be attracted to. Nothing against the Yardratian ladies, nothing like that. I'm sure they're fine women. They got their admirers. I just don't think Goku would be married to a Yardratian. So take that out of the equation. I think just to make it better, easier storytelling, he is going to have relatively the same personality, but he's going to be a bit more intelligent because he's spent many years training, learning for the Yardratians, who, while not the most powerful race in terms of their overall fighting capability, have a lot of unique techniques. Albeit the only one we've ever actually seen is the instant transmission one, but it's implied they have multiple techniques that they know. And so Goku, having spent well over, Goku was around 2 when he showed up there, give or take. And Goku would be approaching his 30s right now. So he spent nearly 30 years of his life on Yardrat learning pretty much. And Goku is a natural prodigy when you actually break it down. He just seems to progress and keep breaking his limits. So he would probably have the vast majority of Yardratian techniques under his belt. So he's probably mastered the instant transmission to the point where all he has to do is know where he wants to go, focus, and then just go, and doesn't even need to focus long. Let's fast forward. I'm not saying this will happen in the story, but if that scenario where Kid was about to blow up the Earth and he's trying to focus, it's so good, I can't focus. No, Goku would actually be able to, got it, and just go. Wait a minute. Pop out of existence. But here's the thing. We have no idea really what other techniques the Yardratians knew. We know that they know other techniques besides the instant transmission, but we don't know exactly what they are. So I'm going to throw out 2 techniques, and feel free in the comments below. Occasionally, I like to do is allow you to kind of put your input in the story and decide where some things might go. And I might do that for more future what ifs later down the line if I feel the story will allow for it. And this is one of the stories that I think will allow for it. What other techniques do you think... That was a weird way to go. What other techniques do you think the Yardratians knew that we could give this version of Goku? And to be fair, he's known as Kakarot, clearly, but I'm going to go by... But Trunks also knows him as Goku, so to go, at least while Trunks is around, to go Goku and Kakarot and all that stuff, I'm going to give myself a little pass on that, but when Trunks is out of here, then I'm going to try to focus on saying Kakarot. But what other techniques do you think Goku knows? I'm going to give you one right now that I thought of. So, remember, the one stipulation would be that it can't be really Goku probably knows how to do a ki blast. I think that's a given. But it can't really be much. If you can think of a cool offensive technique, that's cool. But it can't be much in the way of a powerful energy blast kind of attack, because that's not what the Yardratians are known for. They're known for more specialized techniques, like instant transmission. One technique I'm going to give him, though, is something that kind of is what Hit does. Is that he not necessarily making an afterimage, but basically can make it seem like his power is in one place when he is really in another place, and maybe do that in multiple areas. I think that'd be a cool power for him to have. In terms of what his power's at, though, that's a hard thing to put down, because Goku's power as a kid was not. He was even below your average Saiyan, really. He was at power level 2. When we meet him in the series, the official Dragon Ball manga, or official power level, Daisenshu, says his power is only 10. So, and in training with Roshi, times it by 10, made it 100. And then he just starts to grow and grow and grow and things along those lines. And that's when we really start to see the accelerated growth of Goku when he got to his adulthood. So I would imagine that as a kid, Goku didn't get very strong. He probably got stronger, but he probably didn't get that much stronger. He probably was about when he reached his late teens, he was probably only 100. But as he got older and figured out how, kind of his own style of fighting, and I think the Yardratians probably have style of combat, because they do have at least a little bit of power. It's just they're really low on the power scale. Like, they're not, even Mechians probably rank higher than most Yard Radians. But they're, because he probably had to do most of his training on his own, maybe occasionally stop a threat here or there. His power probably didn't reach, but he's still, because he's of his nature, wanted to push himself. I know it's going to be weird to say, I'm going to put him at 100,000. I think at this rate, I think just pushing himself harder and harder. Plus, one other thing I think we'd have is the fact that the amount of control and the kind of specialized techniques they probably have allowed Goku to reach a state of mentality that allowed him to keep his personality while in Ozaru. He knows how to control his Ozaru form, I think. Just like Vegeta does. So anyway, that's where we are. That's where we are right now. So back at the plot, which people are saying is my catchphrase for this, and a little bit. So back at the plot, Goku, you're finally here. Like, Goku? I mean, my name's Kakarot, but I mean, how can I help you? What am I doing here? Well, apparently my future son. The son says you're the reason these pair of androids are going to come to try to kill us all. So he felt we needed to bring you here and summon you here. He's looking over Goku and is like, this guy's strong, but I mean, I could easily beat him. It's like, well, that's weird. And Goku's also looking up, sizing Vegeta up. And she's like, oh no, he's pretty strong. It's like, because he's still Goku. He still likes a good fight. And like, wow, you're pretty strong. It's like, yeah, well, that's what you get when you're the former Prince of Saiyans and the best student the Turtle School's ever brought or produced. And Vegeta starting with that pride, gloating. Oh, that's cool. It's like, hey, man, you want to go toe to toe or something? It's like, what? Really, Goku, weren't you listening? It's like, oh, Goku, Kakarot, weren't you listening? It's like, oh yeah, you're saying there's some evil androids we gotta fight. Yeah, cool, I'll help. Wait, hold on, let me tell my grandpa, or let me tell my dad and mom first. It's like, what? Then whoop, and just boop, and boop, it pops back. It's like, well, what? How'd you? Oh, just to trick my dad. Just trick my folks taught me. Like, what do you mean your mom? You mean your father and your mother were able to come with you? Oh no, I mean the people who adopted me. And Vegeta quickly recognizes that and he's like, oh yeah, because I got adopted too. By the way, Goku, again, with around 30 years, give or take, of experience with the instant transmission. Okay, let's say it's more like close to 25. Point being, 25 years of practice with the instant transmission. He could probably transport just about anywhere in the universe just by sensing energy if he tries. That'd be another thing he's probably really, really good at, is sensing energy. So yeah, it's like, all right, fine, I'll help you. It's like, okay, and then he just hands go, yeah, in my world timeline, you'd kind of developed a heart virus, so here, just in case. It's like, oh, thanks, cool. Now, am I gonna have Goku develop a heart virus in this? No, I'll be honest, no. I don't think I'm going to have anyone develop a heart virus, I'm going to be honest, because it just doesn't make sense for the time. Just randomly giving someone the heart virus. Like, am I going to give Vegeta the heart virus because Goku was the main character who got it in the first one and Vegeta would be getting it in this one? No, I'm not going to do that either. So, yeah, it's like, well, I suppose you can stay with us. It's like, Bulma, is it all right if he stays with us? He can stay with us after all. I want to test him out anyway. I'm sure. And then he's like, going, like, oh, hi, are you his mate? And it's like, yeah. It's like, I'm his wife. Yes. It's like, oh, is that what they call him? Sorry, because I don't know if they have, legitimate men. They may have a lifelong commitment in Yard Radians culture, but if they have what we would define as marriage is a different thing entirely. So maybe he doesn't know quite what wife is, but he knows what a lifelong mate would be, or a companion. So yeah, Goku would know that, just use the wrong terminology. So basically, they go back to Calp's Core, and to be fair, Vegeta wants to test out Goku. So they agree to have his match and spar, and in the initial spar, Vegeta's clearly the better fighter because he's actually had legitimate martial arts training, whereas Goku's just been peracticing with his own self-made style for many years. And Vegeta also completely outclasses Goku and I think I have him about a 4 million right now. So yeah, completely outclasses Goku by about 40 to 1. So yeah, but Goku's not done out of the woods or completely just overwhelmed, because Vegeta's probably holding back too. Just trying to test out Goku. So they go for a while. Goku's clearly on the losing end, but also knowing how to use the instant transmission as masterfully as he does, and quickly just starts getting in some hits on Goku or Vegeta, just zipping in, zipping out, getting some good shots. And it's all right, let me show you all my power, Kakarot. And it's like, oh, no, very all right, Vegeta. And he powers up to his full, and they go toe to toe. But again, Goku's on the losing end, teleports again, gets out of the way, and just this time Vegeta's is about to sense him out. He figures he thought he sensed them behind there. Goku gets another shot in, does it again. Again, Goku's using this combination of instant transmission and his ability to, I guess, displace his energy reading, I guess is what we'll call it. And in conjunction, it's really starting to annoy Vegeta. Ultimately, though, Vegeta just overpowers, speed splits Goku. And then Vegeta just looks down at him. It's like, that was a good fight. With some training, you'll actually be quite a decent rival. It's like, I could say the same thing about you. I mean, not about the training. That you're going to be a really good rival. So that's where we kind of end off with that little bit of the story. And then we cut to the 3 years of training. I mean, I think Trunks, because Vegeta saw Trunks go into Super Saiyan, similar to how Goku does it. I mean, and Vegeta, we know Vegeta's seen it too, but Vegeta isn't quite the same guy as Goku where he immediately sees something and learns it. However, I do think with severe training and eventually just being pushed to his limits in a couple moments, he activates Super Saiyan. Unlike in some version where Goku maybe does it halfway through, takes him near 2 years to do it, let's say 2 years and a couple months. So he's got a couple months left to train with the form. And with training, I think we're going to put him at about 6 million right now. But right now, we're also getting to the point where power levels are going to kind of become irrelevant, so I'm not going to address their numbers as much. Goku, though, has a lot more to gain because he's training with a stronger person, trying out gravity training for a change, which is doing wonders for him. So you're going to see a lot more growth with Goku. Is he at the same level as Vegeta? Not quite. I'd say he's probably around the 3 million. Let's say 3.5. But he quickly closed the gap. And because he has multiple techniques under his belt that Vegeta doesn't have, he's able to even it out with Vegeta in terms of their actual fight. And they even, at a couple points, train in Ozaru form. They'll go to the mountains, and he'll create the fake moon, and they'll both transform. Because Goku explains that, oh yeah, I can control my form. It's like, you can control your Ozaru form? I can control my Ozaru form too, Kakarot. Oh, why don't we have a good Ozaru training session then? Something most Saiyans never get to do. So they would go with Ozaru, and they're just wrecking the mountainside. Just blast! It's like just a giant ape-on-ape combat. It'd be pretty awesome. But again, Vegeta does have Super Saiyan under his belt. Goku right now doesn't. But everyone else is training their best. And everyone more or less would just accept Goku into the group. If Vegeta doesn't have a real problem with him, why should they? And, they're all relatively impressed by his powers. Like, oh, you're really strong. I was like, thanks there, guys. And, he gets along with Krillin at the end pretty well. So, eventually, and I think, Nappa and Radz are busy doing their own thing. I don't know if Vegeta would call them back in to help because they're not necessarily. I mean, they like Earth, and Earth is kind of like their surrogate home when they're not busy. But right now, they're busy doing their own things, and they're probably out there getting stronger too. Now, whether or not they are strong enough to take on King Cold himself, who knows? But anyway, so the day comes for the androids, and they have the interaction with Jiro, and Vegeta can't sense anything, and Jiro and 20 are just like, oh, we don't know who you are, but, take out Yamcha, and then they go, and the fight goes down. So Vegeta immediately goes into Super Saiyan, and, they're definitely a little taken back by it. And unlike with Goku, Vegeta doesn't have the heart virus. So Vegeta takes on 19 and quickly demolishes him. And then Jiro hightails that out of there. The problem here is there's no Piccolo that catches Jiro that time. Instead, it's Goku who does get, taken by surprise. And just, it's like, shh, I don't know who you are. And the one thing I think Vegeta did show Goku is how to do the false moon on his own. Goku just transforms into the ape and just, it's a, what? Oh, and then Goku just smashes Jiro. truth be told, Goku powered up is still, as Iwazaro still wouldn't overly be a match for Jiro, but he does quickly take Jiro by surprise and just backhand him and just blast him. And Jiro wasn't immediately ready for that, but he's overall still fine, though a little shaken. Vegeta and the gang get there, so now he's got to get hightail all the way over to 18, 17 while he's still got the chance. Goku's a little worn out. He transforms back into his normal form. I think Bulma, by the way, tailored their clothes so they would stretch and be fine. And he gets a Senzu beam real quick. I don't think he'd get a Zenkai, but still. And then Jiro comes, activates 17 and 20. They basically just... Now, here's the thing. 17 and 18. 17 and 18 were programmed to take out Goku. When Goku wasn't there, they went off to find Goku. This version of them is programmed to take out Vegeta. Or, that's their main task. And Vegeta is there. And, Trunks shows up. Wait, these aren't the androids I fought. And then... Vegeta is there. So Trunks shows up. He squares and goes Super Saiyan. Vegeta goes Super Saiyan as well. It's like, yeah, man, I wish I could do that, and I wish I could do that too. Oh well. So then they basically all go in. 18 alone kicks their ass. Just kicks their ass. It's like, oh, what? It's a shame. It's a shame. We have to kill you. You're kind of a handsome little short guy. It's like, oh yeah, well screw you. Come help me. Oh! Point blank blaster. She's singed, but otherwise fine. And now the big problem is, oh crap, what are we gonna do? It's like, we're gonna destroy it. It's like, no, you. It's like, no, you won't. And no, you won't. I can't do a great Goku if I tried that much, And then he quickly, and then he's reaching into his back pocket. But I was like, Vegeta, because Goku tried to come in for 18. And she just got her ass handed. No, actually, it would be 17. Because like, no. After when she's done with them, I get my turn. So Vegeta or Kakarot's just like, Vegeta, and Vegeta's like, we don't know if it'll work. It's like, we don't have a choice. And then he just throws Goku Kakarot before he passes out, just throws the false moon up there one more time, and Vegeta, still in Super Saiyan, mind you, just looking at 18, who immediately starts to be like, who's been smiling all the time, and then he just powers up into Golden Osaru, which is a Super Saiyan Osaru. Just unfortunately, with those two combined, he is a little blinded by rage, and he starts to just wreak havoc. 17 gets in the fray, but this time, it's 10 times his Super Saiyan form as well. So now you're looking at a 500 times power level. So he's just whacking them around. He actually grabs 18, just starts to crush her. 17's able to get in there and save him. And then he just blasts them away with a Kamehameha. And they don't immediately come back because they actually got legitimately hurt on that. And now Vegeta's just... And then, everyone's just scared. Everyone's like trying to get out of the way. And Vegeta's just like looking down at everyone, just Vegeta. And Vegeta's about to basically beat the hell out of him. But at that last moment, his son, Gohan, is there. And Gohan would have been there from the beginning. Don't get me wrong. Because Gohan was there in that fight. Oh, no, Gohan's the one who took Goku home, but he was there for the fight. But Gohan, Trunks, is there. He's like, Dad, stop. And he actually does stop. Dad, please. No, don't do it no more, please. You were able to, you protected us. You did what you had to. Just stop. And, he's now looking at his son, just, doing that whole thing you see in the tear, just... And then, he starts to calm down a bit and just power down. Now, I'm not going Super Saiyan 4 right now. I might go that route. But remember, I take liberties with the Super Saiyan 4 form because I know it's about the flux waves coming off the Earth. And it's not just about being a Super Saiyan and looking at the moon and then transforming. You can get into that. That's a form that could easily be acquired if you had Saiyan as a tail and could go Super Saiyan. But, no, just because you turn into a Zoro as a Super Saiyan does not immediately mean you're going to acquire Super Saiyan 4 form. Basically, you're just going to get Vegeta powering down and just passing out for a little bit. They're able to hold off the androids, but they're still around. Now, granted, 16 is asleep. 16 is asleep. They did not awake 16. And Vegeta probably blasted them a good couple miles away. And they're not in about 100% shape now. They're not 100% fresh. So, yeah, they're all tuckered out and they're all tired, but they're all still in shape and ready. They're alive. That's the important thing. They're alive. So that's where we're going to keep it ended off is they're alive. So let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, though. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Ideas for who would win, Star Wars, Super Magic, what if, anything you can do on the channel. Put that in the comments below as well. I'll get to that at some point. And remember, feel free to throw some ideas for techniques out for Goku that I could have learned from the Yardradians. Remember, I'm not opposed to one offensive technique apart from an energy blast, but it can't be anything like amazing because the Yardradians were not known for their power. They are known for their specialty techniques. The only one, again, being the instant transmission, but it's heavily implied there are other techniques that Goku would have learned. So, or that they know that this Goku could have learned. So, yeah, put your ideas in the comments below, and I'll get to it in the next video. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Well, next time I do this one. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.